Stuart, back for another update. Start winning it away from home in the league.
Yeah, it was probably the poorest we've been for a while, to be honest. Credit to Nitton, they were really good. Pressure's really high and put us under a lot of pressure. I think we deservedly probably got beat, but we actually started the game really well and started really bright, moved it really sharp. Thomas scores a good goal and we're feeling we're nice and comfortable, but probably a wee trend at the moment is that we score and we take our foot off the gas a wee bit. And to be fair, I say Nitton came back into it and made it really difficult for ourselves. Kind of the thing that we've been working on recently has been really moving it quicker and being a bit braver on the ball. I felt that night, I felt we gave the ball away too cheaply. I felt we tried to play forward too quickly. And I felt all round we deserved to get beat. But again, the boys, it needs a bit of perspective to the boys haven't been beaten very frequently this year in the league. So also, it wasn't a good performance. It's one poor performance and many good performances we've had recently.
Jake Henderson, man of the match that night.
Yeah, so probably speaks volumes, to be honest, in terms of sub goalie comes on and gets man of the match. Jake was outstanding, made a number of good saves that probably keeps the score down to 2-1. He made a number of saves that you actually probably would have, how's he kind of done that? So not a great night at the office, and I say we weren't best pleased with the performance, but sometimes you have bad nights and it's important you take them in perspective in terms of the boys have been very good. Maybe a couple of weeks before that we weren't at our best, but it's probably the first really poor performance we've had in a long time.
It was a home game against Dalkeith.
Yeah, again credit to Dalkeith, a lot different to last year, and we kind of knew that would be the case, but again we started really well, and to be honest we probably could have been ahead after about 30 seconds. And when we did score, I thought we looked good. We started the game well, we moved the ball really well. And after we did score again, I felt we took our foot off the gas a wee bit. Maybe that was them coming back into it a wee bit as well, but press is high and we just looked a bit shaky at the back and we just didn't move as well as we could have, and we didn't link the game as well as we could have after that. But certainly not the worst performance we've had all season. And in the end, we got over the line, which again, probably a sign of a good team, is that maybe we're not playing at our best. We've got a significant number of boys who are missing and injured at that night, and then we still managed to get off the line. So in the end, scored a couple of really good goals as well. So happy to get 3 points, but maybe again not our best, but significant improvements from when we played Nitton the week before.
Bellamie man of the match that night. Yeah,
Bellamie did well. Nice for him because he's probably not played as much as he'd like. Again, he is over here kind of to have fun and to travel, and whilst he's working locally in the school, he is here to kind of enjoy himself. So, but what's probably been frustrating for him is that when you're not here, someone else gets in the team, and he got his opportunity that night and scored 2. So, and to be fair to him, he's been good since. So, it was nice for him to see him back in the team, and to be fair to him, he did play well.
Then on Friday past, it was a trip up to Bonnyrig to face Arniston Rangers.
And to be fair, I think it's probably the best we've played in weeks. I'd actually maybe argue to say it's been our best all-round performance of the season. I felt we started very well again, and actually the first 15 minutes was probably some of the best football we've kind of ever played, to be honest. After we scored and after we got to about 30 minutes, to fit Arniston, they came back in it, and what makes it such a good clean sheet was we had to work for it, back four had to work for it, Jake had to make a number of good saves and be really solid at points to try and kind of keep us ahead. And now we might have gone at level or even 2-1 down. So what's pleasing is we managed to get to half time at 1-0, and then second half I felt again we started well, and after Bellamie scored we looked really comfy. So some of the football we played was really good, even with boys missing. I thought we played well, and again it's nice to finally get that first clean sheet this season, because I feel generally we're defending quite well in games and maybe not got that. Kind of switching off for 5-10 minutes, concede a couple of goals, and that's maybe the frustrating thing. So no, really happy to get over the line and keep that first clean sheet this season.
And Adam Collin, man of the match.
Adam played back at centre half on Friday, and whilst he's not shy of Dallas, it's not his favourite position. He adds a lot to us in there, distribution of the ball, and and he looked like a leader on Friday as well, I would say. And I think I wrote this in maybe the match report, maybe the player focus that we did, was both Dan and Adam led really well on Friday, gave good messages, and whilst when we weren't playing at our best on Friday, as in any game a team gets a wee spell in the game, it's important that you encourage and get your teammates through it. And to be fair, they did that on Friday, making blocks, making saves, high-fiving, that kind of wee team spirit. Good, really good. So no, really happy with him, and Adam adds a lot to us from centre half.
And just looking ahead, Stuart, we've got quite a few cup ties coming up.
Yeah, so on Friday we play Oakley at home, which will be another difficult game. It's nice to play a new team. I think they'll be good going forward. They seem to be scoring decent amount of goals, and it'll be another good test for us. I'd like us to build on a good performance on Friday. The cup ties, I've give a good opportunity to go to almost create memories, to be honest. Last year in this competition we did so well, and I went really far in it. I think our overall kind of ambition is to do better in the two East of Scotland Cups. So we've drawn Pumpherston at home and Sauchie away. So I'd really like us to do a little bit better than them this year. But all round, to be still fighting on all three fronts, albeit it's just been a one round played, but it's still probably improvement in last year. Still been all three cups in middle of November coming up. It's pleasing. So now we'll do everything in our power to go and do well in the cups this year. It'd be good to create more memories in them.
And there's been a wee bit of movement in the squad lately.
Yeah, so we've brought in. Well, I'll start with the boys who've gone out. Lyall's gone out to Coldstream. Coldstream approached us about the availability of Lyall. Now obviously he's close to Coldstream, so it meant it seemed like a good move for him to go and gain first team experience. I think it's something that we can and continue to dabble with in terms of sending boys out on loan. Didn't really last year, but probably because we had quite a young squad and I felt we needed that core. I feel this year we've got a strong core. In fact, we've got probably, I'd say, maybe 16, 17 boys, maybe a wee bit less than that. They've all probably in their second year at 20s this year, so it does give that wee bit of scope to send boys out on loan and kind of test them a wee bit in first team football. I think it's important that they do learn football. They probably get away with more here than they do in a first team environment. So Lyall's away at Coldstream. He's come off the bench the last 2 weeks, and I was speaking to David Brown, who's their gaffer, and he was saying that he's done well, so that's pleasing. Big Leo's going to Arniston. Again, Arniston were interested in getting a striker, so delighted Leo's gone out there, and again on Saturday came on and played 30 minutes. Leo's a lad who scored a lot of goals at 20s. He's probably been a wee bit injury hit throughout his time here, but if he can get himself fit, stay fit consistently, he'll score goals. He's a natural finisher. He's kind of 6'3". If he is that focal point and links the game like he can, he'll be outstanding. We've then brought in Noah Craigie. Noah's previously at Portobello in the 17s. Noah's a player that I've known for a long time. He's from Dunbar. He's never really played for Dunbar. He came back briefly last. I think it might have been either the start of the season or the end of last season, but he played briefly for Dunbar. But he's typically played in Edinburgh, and he's been playing Division 1 football for Portobello. Coached him through my business, etc., and a wee group session that he used to do with a few other boys, and he's technically outstanding, absolutely outstanding. For someone who's 16 years old, came into a game on Friday, did not look phased whatsoever. Tidy on the ball, moves the ball well. And for being 6'3", got great feet, moves the ball. Oh, he's a great player. Look forward to working with him, and I think I said this in ten as we write up that he's someone who we can not build a team round, but we can work with for years to come, and it's nice to get on a Dunbar laddie back in a Dunbar team in the 20s. So we've then brought in Calvin Henderson. Calvin came in last week and never played that we'd seen before. Calvin's really athletic, he's a good technical player, and to be honest, with injuries just now, I feel it's a good addition in that area of the pitch for us. Also we're missing Yashu for a bit, and we've got boys in that area of the pitch, so a wee bit in and out, injuries, etc. Obviously Cal Richards isn't available for cup ties this year, being an overage player, so we need a wee bit of reinforcement, I felt, on that area. Noah can play more centrally and Calvin will be off a side, so 2 players in kind of that attacking area of the pitch that I felt we needed to add to. Calvin will do really well, great attitude, works really hard, and he's a good technical player, and again he's got multiple years to come at 20, so he's a player that we want to work with kind of years to come. So yeah, 2 in, 2 out at the moment, and I feel they're all good moves individually for their development, but also for us as a team.
Just on top of that as well, Stuart, obviously we've had a few injuries lately.
Yeah. So Harry Clark's returned to training. Harry's managed both sessions this week, so we just finished up the night on the Wednesday, and he's managed to do both sessions and he's done well, which is good news. Ewan Rennie is, we don't really know, to be honest, we don't really know. He still can't run or jump, which for a goalie isn't great. But he took a nasty collision against Nitton and he's not been trained since, so we don't know when he's going to be back. That could be a few weeks yet. Yashu might be 1 or 2. We've seen him on Monday, came in for a cup of tea on Monday, and he was saying that he's not sure until he starts doing stuff again, but it should be another week until he suggests he can go back, but we'll need to wait and see once he's actually back training how he's feeling. Jack Maraska pulled out training last week with his calf, that's why he's not played on Friday. We've probably suggested that he rests up and kind of gets back to full fitness before he starts doing anything more again. So we've probably got two back this weekend, because Thomas is back fit again training this week after illness last week. So we should have 2 back in the squad and available for selection. It's funny how, despite having a big squad, last couple of weeks we've probably had 15 players available. So yeah, good we're getting back to full fitness, but hopefully got the full complement soon.
And finally, Stuart, obviously we've noticed the Movember movement across the social medias.
Yeah, so we've as a coaching team decided we'll take part in November this year. Whilst it's not quite by choice, we feel it's important in terms of the standing that we've got as coaches, that we do hopefully give a good message in terms of supporting men's mental health, and kind of just tackling kind of men's health issues. Whilst I'm not pretending to be a psychologist or anyone who's going to particularly give anyone help, with someone can have a laugh and every one of our moustaches and what they're about, and that's why we're doing it. So I think particularly with lads between 16 and 19, I think I said this last year, I think it's important that you do break down kind of barriers and ability to talk, and if you are struggling at home or at work, whatever it might be, that you do come and talk to someone, whether it be ourselves or probably more fittingly James Stout as well, who's a club chaplain, who's an amazing job. I think it's really important, because I think it's not easy being 16 to 19 or even turning 20, some of us. So it's whilst hopefully it gives everyone a good laugh, it is for a good cause.
Stuart, thanks for the update and good luck for the upcoming fixtures.
Thank you.